Yes, good morning to you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to make a cream cake when using a charcoal stove. We are not going to use an oven, we're basically going to use a charcoal stove. So if you don't have an oven at home, don't worry, this is the right place for you. So today we shall be using a charcoal stove as we're going to see in this video. So we are using 250 grams of fat, prestige margarine, 250 grams, as you can see. We are putting 250 grams of fat, and then we are using 200 grams of sugar. So you add the sugar there, and then you start the creaming process. So you cream until all the sugar crystals dissolve. So you have to cream thoroughly such that all the sugar crystals dissolve. So now our mixture, as you can see, it is white and fluffy, and most of the sugar crystals are dissolved. So now what we are going to do next, we are going to add in eggs. So we are going to put 5 eggs in this mixture. So we are going to whisk 5 eggs. We are going to whisk 5 eggs. So we are going to add 5 eggs to this mixture. As you can see, we'll be adding 5 eggs. And actually I prefer adding the flavoring at this stage, so I'm going to use pineapple flavor. So we'll be adding like 3 bottle tops of pineapple flavor. Then you whisk the eggs. So you whisk them well. Now we are going to add these eggs. We shall add these eggs to the creamed mixture. You add these eggs a little at a time. You don't add all these eggs at once. So if you add all these eggs at once, your mixture will curdle. It undergoes a process that we call curdling. So you add eggs a little at a time while creaming. So we are adding in all the eggs now. The eggs are done. So if you look at our mixture, the mixture has curdled. It is looking like spoiled milk. This mixture has curdled. So what do we do if your mixture is curdled? The remedy for that, you get some little flour and you add to your curdled mixture. Then you continue mixing. So that curdled mixture will now be okay for adding some little flour. So in 500 grams of flour, we are going to be adding in 5 leveled teaspoons of baking powder. Each 100 grams of flour, you put in 1 leveled teaspoon of baking powder. So we shall also put in the cinnamon. We shall put in some mixed spices. All these add flavor to your cake. Then we sieve the flour. So we are supposed to sieve this flour. So now we are going to fold in the flour into our cake batter, or the cake mixture. Now we fold in using a metallic spoon. We don't use a mingling stick, but I'm going to defy the rules. So me, I'm going to use a mingling stick to fold in, but you're supposed to use a metallic spoon. This folding in traps in here into the cake mixture. So you do it like this. add in the flour. As you fold in one direction, fold in one direction. You can actually add in the flour at once. Then you keep on folding in with a metallic spoon. I'm defying the rules because right here I don't have a metallic spoon. So you fold in the mixture in one direction. As you can see. So if the mixture is not good enough to form a dropping consistency, then you can add in a liquid. In that case, you can use milk, you can use water, you can also use yogurt in case you have it. So someone has got from a spoon here, so I'll fold in with a spoon and I form a cake batter with a dropping consistency, as you will see. So you take in one direction, you don't overhandle the mixture. Overhandling makes the mixture, the product will be hard at the end because more gluten is formed as you overhandle the mixture. So I'm going to add some liquid. We are going to use whole milk, full cream. So I'm adding some milk in the mixture and fold in until you form a dropping consistency. So as you can see, our mixture has formed a dropping consistency. It can easily drop off from the wooden spoon without shaking. So this mixture is ready. You don't need to overhandle the mixture. So what we do, you grease the tin that you are going to use. You put some Prestige margarine there and you grease it very well. Don't apply a lot of oil. Just make sure you grease it adequately. So you grease the tin well all over at the bottom and the sides with margarine. Then you lightly dust this tin with some little bit of flour. So we are going to dust it with flour. Put some little flour and dust it lightly. So this helps the cake mixture not to stick in the pan. You can see our pan is lightly dusted with flour. So now we are ready to put in the cake mixture. So put in your cake mixture in the tin. So you make sure that you level this cake mixture, because if you don't level your cake will have an even shape. You level it. Now in the middle we tend to put a depression or a hole because usually the cake forms a dome shape. So if you don't want your cake to form that kind of a dome shape, you put some kind of a depression in the middle before you bake. So our cake is only waiting for baking. We are going to bake using a charcoal stove. No need of an oven, so don't fail to bake a cake if you don't have an oven. We are going to use a charcoal stove as we are going to show you in this video. So in about 3 cups of sand, you shall put 1 cup of ash. In 3 cups of sand, you put 1 cup of ash. So we are adding more ash to make it 1 cup. So you must heat this sand, the mixture of sand and ash together until the sand becomes very hot. That's when you put in the cake mixture in another saucepan. So you heat this sand until it becomes really hot. Then you put in your cake mixture in another saucepan and you cover and you bake. So now our sand is very hot. As you can see, try to make a depression in the middle, a small depression, a very small depression, and you put in the cake mixture. Then you get another tray to cover on top. So you are supposed to cover this cake mixture with a metallic pan. Ours is not fitting well, but we shall move on with this. So the heat is supposed to be retained within this pan, so you cover it. So you bake for around 20 minutes, then you turn the heat and you put it on top of the pan. What we are going to do, we are going to put all the charcoal on top of this metallic cover. Put all the charcoal there on top. After baking the down bottom for around 20 to 25 minutes, you transfer your charcoal on top. As you can see, then put it back on fire. Now this charcoal stove, if you look at it, it has some kind of clay or insulation. For it, it can retain heat. So you can actually remove all the charcoal, you put it on top, then you bake. But if you have the one which is only metallic, which does not keep heat, you leave some charcoal there. But for this case, we are going to remove all our charcoal because this charcoal is able to retain heat within. So you can see that our cake is ready. To test that it is ready, you get a knife or a skewer, you pierce through the cake, and when it comes out dry and clean as you see, then the cake is ready. So we are going to remove our cake and we serve it. So now we are going to remove our cake. The cake is ready. So basically get a chopping board, you flip it over on the saucepan, and then you turn, just like that. As simple as eating matoke. Now the cake is slightly burnt on the bottom, so that should not be a worry. So what you do, you get a knife and you try to little bit scrap off the burnt part of the cake until you reach the brown crust. So you remove the burnt parts just like that. And after icing, no one will get to know that the cake actually even got burnt. So that's how you can easily make a cake using a charcoal stove at home. You can also try it out and see what comes out. But again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the names of Musoboga Geoffrey. Thank you for watching. Cut some portion of it and you see the texture. So you can see how beautiful this cake is inside. Very soft. You can have a look at that. How sweet it is. Very good texture.
Ice cream.